Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with Mildred, executive cat at ClassicsToday.com, here with fabulous concert programs, number 121. Wow. Where we're working our way through the complete Sgambati Symphonic music. And this is number 3 in our series of Sgambati videos. There she is. Oh, gosh, she's so cute. It just drives me crazy. Right, Mildred? I know. Anyway, so Sgambati, in this particular program, we're dealing with his single concerto, his piano concerto, which is a wonderful work, a big, juicy, romantic, tuneful, full of notes and fireworks, and it's just so much fun. So this program is a very, very simple one, I think. I mean, it's just easy to do, and it should go down very well, and it's full of interesting music. 3 works: Rossini's The Overture to Gazza, Ladra, the Thieving Magpie, which was made very, very famous in the Clockwork Orange, that wonderful murder scene, but where the music's playing. It's the one that goes da 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 dum bum bum ba da 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 dum ba da da dum bum bum ba. It's a big piece, a really big, juicy, meaty, beefy symphonic piece. And for some reason, it doesn't. I mean, Rossini overtures don't seem to get played anymore. I can't remember the last time I went to a symphony concert where they actually did a Rossini overture to open the program, and I don't understand why. This one has 2 snare drums, at the very beginning of the march. Da-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum. Oh, it's just great. Absolutely great. So, it should actually bring some people to the concert. I mean, how often do you get to hear it? Then we do the Sgambati piano concerto. We have to find a hotshot named soloist who's going to actually learn it, which they should, because it's just good music. Wonderful, romantic piano fun and frolic, really. Well scored. It's full of interesting ideas. It's really a lovely work. I'm absolutely shocked that it's taken this long to get any attention paid to it at all. There's only a couple recordings of it. The best one is fairly recently, let's put it that way, released on Naxos. And that's about it for, Sgambati's piano. He wrote other piano works, but I mean his piano and orchestra works. That's the only thing he did. So then we have intermission, and everything is just as normal as can be. And after intermission, we do another Italian symphony, this time by Martucci. Martucci wrote 2 symphonies, and he came a little bit after Sgambati. I mean, they were contemporaries, but Martucci was known as the Italian Brahms. And that was his problem, I think. I think Sgambati is the more interesting of the 2, but Martucci also wrote some fine works. He wrote 2 piano concertos and 2 symphonies, and by far the best of the 2 symphonies is the second, because that's the one where he's a little bit less like Brahms. He's got a harp and a triangle and some other things, and it's a lovely, lovely work. It's a really nice, romantic second half piece. I don't understand why those pieces don't get played, although Toscanini did some Martucci, actually, probably out of what he felt was, patriotic obligation, maybe. But there's absolutely no reason why this symphony shouldn't be performed. They really should be played, both of the symphonies. They're both lovely works. I just think the first one is a little bit faceless compared to the second one. But there are a bunch of composers who just wrote a couple symphonies. I mean, the most famous is, of course, Franck, with his D minor, the 1 symphony. But Kalinikov wrote 2 symphonies, and a few other people, they wrote 1 or 2 symphonies, and very, very good. But they didn't do it often enough. They didn't write enough music that got into the repertoire so that there would be more interest generated in their work generally. And Martucci is definitely one of those, because a guy who wrote 2 symphonies and 2 piano concertos and very little other orchestral music, and then some chamber and solo piano works and a couple of vocal thingies, and who didn't write operas, or didn't write, even Sgambati, wrote at least a Requiem Mass. He didn't write an opera, but he wrote a very good Requiem Mass, beautiful choral work that's quite distinctive. And Martucci also did, certain things, but not enough of them frequently enough to get us to pay a lot of attention to him. And so that's why it's important that once in a while we pull one of these pieces out and do them. They're never going to become the most popular things out there. unlike the Franck, which really deserves its popularity. But the Martucci's are less interesting, but still very finely crafted. And I think the Second Symphony, coming after Rossini and Sgambati, makes a wonderful program of Italian orchestral works by very talented composers. I mean, obviously Rossini was a genius. Sgambati was very, very good. And Martucci had his moments, and the Second Symphony was definitely one. So keep on listening, friends. Thanks so much for joining me. Try this program at home. I think you'll like it very much. Take care.